let's use the CAGED system to unlock the fretboard. All right, right now we're just going to go through it. I'm going to start on D instead of C on a regular open. I'm going to start on D, the 5th fret of my A string. That's going to be my root note. And I'm going to do my C shape. I'm going to take my C and I'm going to move it up, and I have to use my first finger for where those open strings were, the G and the E, right? And that becomes my C shape of D. I have the same root note to just do my regular bar chord for A, so that's C and A shape. I can use those 3 notes on my A bar chord as the backbone of my G shape. Almost like I have a capo there. There's my G shape, and that's where I find my root note is now the 10th fret. Now it's going to be on the E string, right? G shape with a capo, cool. Right, same exact root note to get me to the E shape, and the E to the D is the trickiest one. I go to the octave, the pinky there, right, and that's where I set up my D shape. And luckily I'm in D, so it's a little easier to see. All right, that's how you're going to get through it. So C, A, use that backbone, G, right, same root note for E, octave to find your D. I know that's a lot. Go through it as much as you need to. All right, now, how are we going to use that to unlock the fretboard and start improvising? Well, if I take my 1, 4, 5 in any key that I have, let's just say A, right, I can see where those chords are, and that'll help me using Ionian, right, to find my chord tones, etc. Let me do that with all of the shapes starting on A, right? So if I have this, I know where that is for my E shape of it. I can do that for G, right? If I want to do that, then I'm going to go, when I go to the 4 chord, the D, I'm going to use my C shape. And when I go to the 5 chord, because I want to stay in just one position, I'm going to go to that D shape. Right now, if I'm here in this position, right, I can see where those chord shapes are. Same with this one. That was the first one that we did. I'm going to go to my D shape now of A. I'm going to put that 3rd in the bass here. Right, I have my 4 chord, my 5 chord. Now my C shape for A, staying right in this position now. 4 chord, 5 chord, and then my A shape for A, my D shape for D, and then my E shape for E. And I can visualize those while I'm moving my A Ionian right around the neck and being able to pick out the chord tones and play over the changes. That's why the CAGED system is so great for rhythm playing and picking chord fragments out while you're playing rhythm, or unlocking the fretboard and really visualizing where these chord tones are. If you're an intermediate guitar player stuck in that really boring, boxy pentatonic plateau that we all get stuck in, you really want to bridge the gap between your creative ideas, which you're able to play, becoming fully fretboard fluent, comment pro below and we can get started.